Could I return to something you said?
Yes.
You spoke about the block of power that the county has.
Yes.
Or you referenced it. Or did you say, or did you mean that that power should not go to special districts or to the government itself? That it should all be for business recruitment, retention?
The whole purpose, my intention, the whole purpose of free power is to create wealth. When you go ahead and, well, the thing is, it's all proposal now. That's the other issue. But let's go forward. When we're talking about giving it the free power to the water districts and whatever, the next thing that I'm hearing is that doesn't, the water district, for example, does not benefit the entire county. It only benefits a few towns. Personally, I don't think that we're going to see any of that power being distributed at all if we just make excuses. Maybe that's more to my point. Let's stop making excuses. Let's move forward. But again, the small and medium manufacturer is left out of the equation. They need something to say that they have something in hand that they can reinvest in their business to create jobs. You create jobs, you create wealth, and that's the way it's going. The current economic policy basically says that if you lose your job, we don't have a job for you, it doesn't include you, that's tough luck. That's not the way that we should look at it. I don't know if I answered that question right. Yes.
Another labor union issue is, where would you fall as far as negotiations with the unions, the county unions? Would you feel that you would side more closely with the unions if it came down to staffing issues and cuts? Would you be willing to make those cuts if need be, if it was in the best interest of the taxpayer?
One thing that, a misconception of a guy like myself, who negotiates a lot of contracts, we're not about to put our business out of business. The issue is that our members, we have to look at the best interest of the industry so that our members stay employed. Mm-hmm. Now that doesn't mean, though, give away the store. But hey, our hard economic times, you make some hard economic decisions. Mm-hmm. When things are going well, the manufacturer or the employer makes a lot of money. Well, guess what? The employees help make that wealth and should share in that wealth. On the other hand, when the employer has some hard times, we should recognize that and make the needed concessions.
So, based on number 2 in the country, I would assume you would think Niagara County's having some hard times if you treat it as a company. So is the Mount View decision really all that bad if it's going to be saving? Maybe that's a bad example, but are there other ways? What would be your example of saving and bringing that company back into the black, I guess?
Well, first you have to look at the negotiations is a two-way street. Mm-hmm. I would have to know first the figures. Right. So when an employer tells me that we're losing money, we're having a hard time, mm-hmm. my first question to him is, show me. You have to show me, and then let's work this thing out. In other words, if healthcare, I'll pick on healthcare. Mm-hmm. If healthcare is such a huge expense, show me where we can help you. Again, not giving away the store, but at least the dialogue. Mm-hmm. We don't have dialogue here in the county. Right. That's the whole thing. I've talked to our labor folks, and they're saying there's just no dialogue there. And if there's no dialogue, how can how can you negotiate? How can you negotiate? So, yes, as far as the, as if the county acting like a business,
Right.
we're seeing it now. We're seeing decisions made, they're unilateral. What I mean by that is our way or no way. And when you do that, then there's no sense in sitting down at the table. I mean, that's the bottom line. You have to have good faith negotiations and sit down at the table and say, okay, how can we help each other out? 14-5, Tim,
Right.
is not, I mean, it's their way or no way. And that's you know, there's no give and take. At the table, whether it's the minority view and saying, you know, how about going this way? Yeah, no, we're going to go here because we can go here because we can go here. It's 14-5.
I was going to say different, yeah. Right. No, that's good.
So,
Go ahead.
If you were elected, or what do you think about the IDA? Would you be in favor of tougher reviews, of replacing members? Do you think the IDA serves a useful purpose, or?
the IDA. First of all, the law is what it is. It's terrible. It was negotiated in 1969, and at the time it was to create wealth. It has not done that. The IDA doesn't have to be accountable to anyone. It's one of those agencies the state likes to create. New York Power Authority is one. The Thruway is another. They can borrow money without asking permission, and it's horrible how the state is running. It's probably one of the major factors why we're having tough times. I mean, we are so far in debt in the state, it's unbelievable. And we can't allow agencies like the New York Power Authority and the Thruway Authority to borrow on their assets, which is ours. So now the question locally is that is a state statute. And the accountability, they don't have to count, there's no accountability there. They don't have to, and what I mean by that, they make decisions without reference to the county legislature. They don't have to keep records. I mean, it's yada, yada, yada. It's horrendous. Now, how can we fix the IDA? We can fix the IDA if the Democrats take power. We can nominate people or appoint people other than through cronyism, as what we're seeing now. And I have, I won't name them, but there are several people that I believe that will do a great job, whether or not they would take it to something else. I'd be glad to talk to you offline on that one. And that's really, it's the only control you've got. It's the only control you got. You can set parameters, yes. Do they need to follow them? No. They took off their eyes and ears off the agency. What I meant by that, there was a legislator who was on the committee. They took him, I can't recall. He was from name, can't recall. Took the legislator off the agency to create a firewall. I didn't know. You know, it's pitiful. So,
without naming names, could you mention the kinds of people that you would put on the ID?
kinds of people that I've worked with in the past. There's a gentleman who I know well, who was on the USA Chamber.